What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody is doing well today. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, I bring to you a highly requested video. My goodness, you guys was flooding my comment section, showing a brother love, and recommending so many of these episodes for us to check out. Thank you so much. Now, let's jump right into this, man, because this was, like, insanely recommended, man. This is my ... with Gabby Logan, James Acaster, and Lee Mack, Would I Lie to You, continuing our journey. We got Taskmasters coming up. We got so many, reactions to look forward to, man. I've been having so much fun, on my journey, man, and it's just been getting better and better as the days go by, man. And, okay, so people was telling me in the comments, his name is Mick. This is Mick right here, Mick.
So, Gabby, what is Mick to you?
This is Mick, and I deliberately tripped him up during the wheelbarrow race at my son's sports day.
Okay, so it's your son's friend, basically, that you tripped, okay?
Okay, James, how do you know Mick?
This is Mick, and for 6 months, he was my sworn enemy when a practical joke got out of hand.
Why do I believe that? Why do I believe that? I can't believe the first lady. You really brought your son's friend here? You should just brought your son. You brought your son's friend. Man, she's out the picture. That's how we thinking today.
Then finally, Lee.
This is Mick. He's my son, and I'm only allowed to see him every second Friday.
Does he have a son? It's cheating if I do research and start looking stuff up. Does Lee have a son? Boy, what did he get himself into? Only like every other Friday? All right. What if he's not lying though, and it really is? And he was like, why don't you come on the show, man? Come be with Dad since I gotta work. Come be on the show, You'll be a great contestant.
Sorry, no, that's not it. This is Mick. I once took him home from nursery instead of my own son.
So there we are.
Wow.
Is Mick Gabby's cheated child, James's feuding friend, or Lee's traded toddler? David's team, where would you like to begin?
Well, Gabby, the wheelbarrow race, you were also a competitor. What was the format of the race, and how did the accident
Your
happen?
classic sports day wheelbarrow race. Child is the wheelbarrow. I was driving my son as a wheelbarrow, and Mick's mum, Barbara, was driving him. And there's always a lot... I feel our family gets a lot of pressure on sports day because my husband was an international rugby player and I did sport. And people always look at us as if they're the ones to beat. I always feel that added dimension of competitiveness.
You were a rhythm gymnastic, weren't you?
I was a gymnast.
Yeah, I think they're looking more at him. Carry on.
So we were in the lead, my son and I. And in your peripheral vision, you can feel somebody coming. And as we got to the turn, they were level with us. And my son's arm buckled, and which is, for a wheelbarrow race, is a bit of a no-no. So it takes you a couple of seconds to recover. So now we're behind.
Quite painful for your son as well. Perhaps that should be the main concern.
Classic sports person. Oh,
That's a no-no! We need this!
Shake it off. Be all right.
We got back level with them, and I'm ashamed, obviously, about what happened next. So I can feel, these horrible thoughts coming into my mind. We could take him out. We could.
Wow! Come on, this is why we've been taking all the drugs.
And I stood on his hand, and so I know
Deliberately?
You were thinking we should take him out.
So he then slightly buckled. So
Which is a no-no.
He got himself back into the race, and I decided that I couldn't let us win because that could be construed in some people's eyes as cheating. Standing on the opposition's side.
What was the point of even doing it if you want to turn back around and be like, this is cheating. People are not going to like this. Why would you even put the dude in pain? Oh.
Because that could be construed in some people's eyes as cheating. Standing on the opposition's hands.
In some people's eyes, physical assault.
So I had to then sabotage us because I couldn't let us win. So I deliberately kind of pushed my son into the ground.
So you assaulted
Sacrificing everybody but yourself is crazy. Yo, what type of mother is...
I kind of just, pretended to trip onto Reuben. So,
Right.
and then his arms buckled, double buckle, which is a no. And that meant...
Reuben is your boy.
Yes, oh gosh, yes, yes, yeah.
You know, the one with the face like that.
All right. Who would you like to speak to next?
OK, James, so Mick became your sworn enemy because of a practical joke
That got out of hand.
that got out of hand.
Yes.
Okay.
So what was the practical joke or prank?
First of all, I'll say for the record before we carry on, I hate this boy.
Wow. Wow. Hate is a strong word. Wow. Look at the finger.
I'm nothing but content for him, and I'm furious he's got on this show.
I just think I feel I can only see him every second Friday.
So what was the practical joke, James?
He put cabbage leaves in my bed.
How did he get in your room?
I was staying at his house.
On a sleepover? How old are you?
A few years ago.
You see, this is one of those weird, awkward stories, that might be true. Because what was you doing at... he could have been a guest. It could have been like, of course his parents, he's cool with the family or something, or it was like a gathering or an event, and, he stayed the night because he's like family, He's well known too and everything, and, kid was playing pranks. I played pranks on guests and everybody. Oh, yeah, I was a menace.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't have been born.
He was 9.
And you were what, 31?
I was, 28? 29?
And how do you know him?
But I know his dad. He's his son.
Why did he put cabbage leaves? Why is that a thing?
Well, it's not a thing until he started doing it.
Yeah.
There's something severely wrong with him. I don't know why he started.
But you say
Pulling this kind of
started
stunt.
doing it. Was
Yeah.
What do you mean? This is a one occasion when you're
Is it?
staying there. Well, I don't know.
This is the first of many, David. I said got out of hand. I do not use those words lightly.
So you regularly stay at the house of...
Oh, no. Oh. This little man does not restrict these pranks to his own house. He has no respect for anyone's privacy and will cross any boundaries available to him. I hate him with all my heart.
Yeah. So he initially put cabbage leaves in the bed you were sleeping in when you were staying at his father.
Yes.
Right? And then subsequently...
Yes.
He has followed you and put cabbage leaves in other places you've been sleeping.
No.
OK? What then?
He sent me a cabbage in the post.
That's petty. That's petty.
He sent me half a cabbage, cling filmed, in a box. I was out when they delivered it. I had to go to the post office to pick it up.
Why do I believe this?
There was a note inside that said, "You got cabbaged again."
So he's doing that. Did you, bearing in mind that this is a minor, did you at any...
It was a major as far as I'm concerned.
Did you at any point retaliate?
Yeah, but it took me 6 months.
What did you do?
After 6 months of this...
But you say 6 months of this.
Yeah.
What is this? There's the initial cabbage leaves in the bed at his house.
Yeah.
And there's the posted half cabbage.
Yeah.
Anything else?
His granddad cabbaged me to my face.
What does that mean?
Gave me a present. It was all wrapped up nice. I thought it was a nice present. I unwrapped it. It was another half a cabbage wrapped in cling film. Members of the public started cabbaging me. I made the mistake of talking about it on the radio, and then everyone got the idea, and I couldn't turn up to a gig without there being a cabbage hidden somewhere in my dressing room.
So nobody heard him on the radio talking about it? Because then they'll be able to be like, you was speaking about that. Nobody heard that?
You're playing safe and not saying it on telly, eh?
So, did
like,
you
send him a
retaliate?
cabbage.
Absolutely did. I removed all of his belongings from his bedroom and replaced them with cabbages.
That's, I would say, a disproportionate response.
6 months of my life, David. 6 months of my life of not knowing where the next cabbage was coming from. It was horrible. I had to go big. I've been cabbaged so many times. Somebody started a Twitter account, was tweeting pictures of cabbages on me every day. They said stuff like oi oi Savoy. It was horrible.
And that was just the tip of the iceberg.
It's a lettuce, you idiot!
Oh, but come on, cut me some slack!
No. I would say that anyone who can enjoy that joke about a lettuce would have to be a sociopath.
All right, on to Lee.
Lee, remind us of your story.
This is Mick. I once took him home from nursery instead of my own son.
Why did you not recognise your own son by using your eyes and knowing what he looks like?
I do recognise my own son, but we had this new pram, and the pram, I put him in the pram. He was very young at the time, because, well, you have to go to nursery. And I put him in the pram.
At nursery?
Not a pram, a
They're in
pushchair.
a pram when they're sort of tiny.
A pushchair, you make one mistake. You say lettuce, you say cabbage. They're on your back. You say pram instead of pushchair. I get to see him every other week. I'm stressed. I put him in the pushchair, and then I got chatting to all the other mums and dads and stuff. Got chatting, turned round. Little did I realise that one of the other parents had exactly the same pushchair, and because he was asleep, I just didn't bother talking to him because I thought he was asleep. Pushed him and got all the way home. Long walk as well, because he goes to school in London and we live in Aberdeen.
How long was it before you realised?
Probably Glasgow. It was about, believe it or not, preferably do.
Yeah, that's very much the question.
Believe it or not, it was as I went into the front door and I pushed him towards my wife, who was coming towards me, and she said, "That is not my son."
Oh, she wouldn't have said it that calm.
The other mother would have recognised her
Yes.
child, so let's go to the
Let's
other
go
mother.
to the other mother.
What happened there?
So, obviously, I'm not there to see the other mother. Because
No,
I'm
but
not...
presumably in the police interview later, you've gone through those details.
No, I knew it would be a bit of a nerve-wracking experience, so I thought I'd better play safe and just keep him, and that's what we did. We just ended up bringing up another child. I got into the house, pushed him into the house. Yeah. My wife said, "That's not my son." So I went, oh! I realised immediately what had happened, obviously. I turned round and I raced back to the school very quickly. So I got in just in time for them to go, "What are you?" And then...
So you got back just in time.
Got back in time.
Just before Mick's mother was going to start screaming, my child has disappeared, my child has disappeared.
Yeah, because what had happened is she was getting a bit frantic, but someone had calmed her down by doing the obvious and pointing to the child and saying, use your logic here.
Yeah,
there's a
child abductors don't tend to leave a child as well.
So, David's team. Is Mick Gabby's cheated child?
Maybe.
James's feuding friend?
Maybe.
Or Lee's traded toddler?
No.
No, I was about to say no. You wouldn't admit that on TV. She wouldn't admit about assaulting a minor on TV either. What if James is telling the truth? I think James is telling the truth. For some odd reason, I feel like he's telling the truth. You know, it was a little iffy at first. He's like a younger version of Bob. That's what he really reminds me of. A younger version of Bob. He's just here to simply confuse you and drive you crazy. I feel like James is telling the truth. Everybody in the comments, let me know.
I think that the cabbages, that is a good trick, because cabbages, when they get warmed up, stink. I also have, been to many a sports day where the parents do get incredibly competitive. Mm-hmm. I would probably lean towards Gabby.
What about you, Melvin? Which way?
Oh, man. Gabby, I don't, she assaulted a kid. Stop it.
You think Gabby, but James even more.
David thinks it's me.
James, I'm telling you. I'm sorry, Lee. You my man, but we gotta leave you out of this one. It's not you. It's not Gabby. I'm going with James. I feel like he really, this kid is really his enemy, man. And that kid is brilliant because, me as a younger person, I would have did the same thing.
James.
You're going for James.
Okay.
Mick.
It's just me and him going for
Would
James.
you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Mick, and I am James's worst enemy.
I knew it. I just literally broke it down. I'm getting better and better at this game every single day. I just broke it down, man. This is like that detective type of stuff, man. I like that. James Acaster, I told you, he got a weird life, man. He's an odd person. I just knew this was true. You let James cabbage your room, man? You let James cabbage your room? You did all that and he still got back? Come on, man. You got to get back on James. I help you. Look, it's fun.
Mick is video. James's feuding friend, and here's the proof that...
Oh, my gosh! They got the picture on here. He cabbaged his room. That's what I was saying. Put it on the bed is violent. He got all different types of cabbages. Look at cabbage to replace his spot in the chair. He got cabbages on the bed. He got cabbages on the nightstand, on the chair, the floor, the mat, the table. What do you call this? Like a countertop? What would you really call this near the window right here? What do we really call this? This is out of pocket, man. And I guess, you know, he must have, oh, well, like he said, I'm friends with his dad. His dad was probably like, all right, I got you. Since he wants to play jokes on you, I got you. I'm going to let you in his room and you could cabbage his room, man. You said he sent you? He sent you a cabbage in the mail? All right, I'm going to let you cabbage his room.
That is what James did to Mick's bedroom. Thank you very much, Mick.
You got to get back, Mick. Mick, you got to get back, man. You had to wash your sheets and everything after that. Especially if it was staying in there for a long time, you had to wash your sheets. This was a successful video. I'm so excited that we guessed right, because not only was it 1, 2 people, it was 3. It was 3 people, and we had to guess if they were telling the truth or not. You know how difficult it is trying to see if one person is telling the truth or lying, let alone 3 people? I'm getting better at this game every single day, and, you know, I need a challenge, you know? I'm looking forward towards more of these Would I Lie to You videos, man, because I'm accepting the challenge all day, every day, man. We are on a winning streak. I keep saying winning, man. That's not the point of this, but look, I'm competitive, and we can't do nothing about that. If you all enjoyed this Would I Lie to You segment just as much as me, this was by far the best one we have ever checked out. I'm serious, man. Everybody, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, turn all post notifications on. Feel free to follow my Twitch down below in the description so you guys do not miss out on any of the upcoming live streams, man. Please, I'm just trying to gather everyone to the Twitch, man, as soon as possible before we start going live, because I can guarantee you do not want to miss out on videos like this on the live stream and Taskmasters, and there's just so many other more recommended out there that you guys have been suggesting. Everyone, please continue to flood my comment section with more of these fabulous videos for us to check out. Stay safe, enjoy the weather in your beautiful country, beautiful, amazing country that offers these amazing, wonderful British panel shows, man, that we don't get over here in our country. It's horrible, man. And that's why I love doing what I do. I just love reacting to these videos, man. Everyone stay safe, and I hope to catch you all in the next reaction video.